Best lap is a 1:06.163. MMR 333 is P5 on standards. Chris Butt in Rent is 4th. Todd is 2nd. MMR 333 in Castrol Edge is 5th. Chris Butt is P4. Todd is 2nd. YH8 Racing in Rent is P3 on standards. Todd is P2 on standards. YH8 Racing is 3rd driving at RX3. MMR 333 from Canada is P5. Yamashita 40 is 1st. Chris Butt is P4. Todd in WA 1/4 RTH is P2. Chris Butt is P5. YH8 Racing in Castrol edges 3rd. Yamashita 40 in WA 1/4 RTH is P1 driving a 510. Todd is 3rd. The qualification session is at Red Bull Ring SA 1/4 Schleife National Circuit in Spielberg, Austria. The wind speed is 1 km/h from the northeast. YH8 Racing is P2 on standards driving a Mazda RX-3. Yamashita 40 in Castrol edges 4th on standards driving a Datsun 510. Chris Butt from New Zealand is P2 on standards. Yamashita 40 is 3rd. YH8 Racing is P1. Ten minutes remaining in the session. YH8 Racing is up 21.21 in rent. YH8 Racing improved his first with a 1:05.722. Chris Butt in Castrol edges P2. YH8 Racing is P1. Todd is provisional pole with a 1:04.765. YH8 Racing is up 0.24 in rent. MMR 333 from Canada is 4th up 0.41 on standards. Todd is provisional pole with a 1:04.459. YH8 Racing is P3 up 0.64. Best lap is a 1:05.722. 1.263 off pole. YH8 Racing improved is second with a 1:04.979. 0.520 off pole. Yamashita 40 is third. Best lap is a 1:05.543. 1.084 off pole. MMR 333 from Canada is P3. Yamashita 40 in Rent is fourth up 0.10. MMR 333 is third up 0.13. MMR 333 improved his P3 with a 1:05.347. 0.888 off pole. Todd from New Zealand in Castrol Edge is first on standards. Yamashita 40 in Red Bull Mobile is fourth up 0.17. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand is sixth on standards. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Jonathan Rosser is up 18.15 in Rent. YH8 Racing is third. YH8 Racing improved is second with a 1:04.815. 0.356 off pole. Jonathan Rosser is sixth up 1.22. Yamashita 40 is third up 0.11. Todd in Castrol Edge is first. Chris Butt is P5 up 0.17. Best lap is a 1:06.091. 1.632 off pole. Crispa it is up 0.34 in rent. Yamashita 40 is third up 0.17 driving a 510. MMR 333 and WA 1/4 RTH is fourth up 0.33. Yamashita 40 in Red Bull Mobile is third. MMR 333 in Rent is fourth up 0.11. MMR 333 improved is fourth with a 104.986. 0.527 off pole. Todd in Castrol Edge is first. Best lap is a 104.459. YH8 Racing in Rent is P2. Best lap is a 104.815. 0.356 off pole. Todd in Rent is first up 0.10. YH8 Racing in Castrol Edge is second. The qualifying session is now in overtime. MMR 333 is P4. Best lap is a 104.986. 0.527 off pole. Yamashita 40 is P3. Best lap is a 104.972. 0.513 off pole. Broadcast bot is 20th on standards driving a Datsun 510. The race session is at Red Bull Ring SA 1/4 Schleife National Circuit in Spielberg, Austria. The wind speed is 3 km/h from the northeast. Todd is first. YH8 Racing is P2 on standards driving a Mazda RX-3. Yamashita 40 is third on standards driving a Datsun 510. MMR 333 from Canada is fourth on standards. Race start. MMR 333 is now fourth. Yamashita 40 in Castrol Edge is P2. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand is third on standards. YH8 Racing is second. Jonathan Rosser in Red Bull Mobile is P3. YH8 Racing is P2, 0.4 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser is fourth. Best lap is a 1:15.228. 1.406 off the fastest lap. MMR 333 in WA14 RTH is 5th, 0.3 behind Jonathan Rosser. Todd from New Zealand in Rent is P3 on standards, 0.7 behind YH8 Racing. Jonathan Rosser is fourth. Todd in Castrol Edge is third, 1.0 ahead of Jonathan Rosser. Chris Bunnett from New Zealand is P6 on standards, 0.1 behind MMR 333. Todd in Rent is P3, 1.4 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Bunnett in Red Bull Mobile is 6th, 0.7 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 was 0.8 faster last lap. Jonathan Rosser is 4th, 1.0 behind Todd. Todd was 1.3 faster last lap. Chris Bunnett in WA14 RTH is P6. Best lap is a 1:06.180. 1.640 off the fastest lap. Jonathan Rosser in Rent is P4, 1.0 behind Todd. MMR 333 is P5, 1.1 behind Jonathan Rosser. Chris Bunnett is P6. Best lap is a 1:05.537. 0.997 off the fastest lap. MMR 333 on lap 5 is P5, 0.6 behind Jonathan Rosser. Chris Bunnett in Red Bull Mobile is P6. MMR 333 in Castrol Edge is 5th. Best lap is a 1:04.830. 0.290 off the fastest lap. Jonathan Rosser is 5th. Best lap is a 1:05.571. 1.031 off the fastest lap. Jonathan Rosser lost 5th to Chris Bunnett. Chris Bunnett is P5, 1.7 behind MMR 333. Todd is P3, 1.1 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Bunnett in Castrol Edge is P5, 1.0 behind MMR 333. Chris Bunnett passed MMR 333 for P4. Todd is P3. Best lap is a 1:04.918. 0.378 off the fastest lap. YH8 Racing in Red Bull Mobile is P2, 0.7 ahead of Todd. Todd is P3, 0.6 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is P6, 3.6 behind Jonathan Rosser. Jonathan Rosser was 13.8 faster last lap. Todd is 3rd. YH8 Racing is 2nd, 0.7 ahead of Todd. Todd in Castrol Edge is 3rd, 0.9 behind YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing in WA1/4 RTH is P2 on standards, 0.2 ahead of Todd. Todd in Rindt is 3rd, 1.7 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Bunnett on lap 9 is 4th, 4.6 behind Todd. Todd is P3, 0.9 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Butt in WA14 RTH is 4th, 4.6 behind Todd. Todd in Rent is P3, 0.8 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Butt is P4 on standards, 3.4 behind Todd. Todd is 3rd, 0.8 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Butt is P4, 3.4 behind Todd. Todd in Red Bull Mobile is 3rd on standards, 0.6 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Butt is P4, 0.5 behind Todd. Todd is 3rd, 1.9 ahead of Chris Butt. Chris Butt is P4, 2.0 behind Todd. Todd is P3. Chris Butt is 4th, 2.2 behind Todd. Todd is P3, 2.2 ahead of Chris Butt. Chris Butt in Red Bull Mobile is 4th, 2.3 behind Todd. Todd in Castrol Edge is P3. Chris Butt in WA14 RTH is P4, 3.0 behind Todd. Todd from New Zealand in Rent is 3rd, 2.0 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Red Bull Mobile is P6, 1.0 behind Jonathan Rosser. MMR 333 passed Jonathan Rosser for 5th. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand is 6th, 1.0 behind MMR 333. Todd is P3, 1.2 behind YH8 Racing. Jonathan Rosser is P6 on standards, 1.9 behind MMR 333. Todd is 3rd, 1.4 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Butt on lap 16 is P4, 2.6 behind Todd. Todd is 3rd on standards, 0.5 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Butt is 4th, 2.6 behind Todd. Todd from New Zealand is P3, 0.9 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Butt is P4. Best lap is a 1:05.045. 0.722 off the fastest lap. Todd in Red Bull Mobile is P3, 0.3 behind YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing is 3rd, 0.1 behind Todd. Todd on lap 18 is P3 battling YH8 Racing. Chris Butt is 4th on standards, 1.6 behind Todd. Todd in Red Bull Mobile is 3rd, 0.5 behind YH8 Racing. Todd passed YH8 Racing for 2nd. YH8 Racing is 3rd, 0.4 behind Todd. YH8 Racing passed Todd for 2nd. Todd is P3. Chris Butt is 4th, 0.5 behind Todd. Chris Butt is now third. YH8 Racing is P2 driving a RX3, 0.3 behind Chris Butt. YH8 Racing is now second. Chris Butt in Red Bull Mobile is P2, 0.6 behind MMR 333. Yamashita 40 is P4 driving a Datsun 510, 0.6 behind YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing is P3, 0.4 ahead of Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 is P4 driving a 510, 0.6 behind YH8 Racing. The leader has just finished the race. MMR 333 finished first. Chris Butt finished second. YH8 Racing finished P3. Yamashita 40 finished P4. Jonathan Rosser finished 5th. Todd finished P6. Broadcast bot is P7. The race session is at Red Bull Ring SA1/4 Schleife National Circuit in Spielberg, Austria. The wind speed is 3 km/h from the northeast. Todd from New Zealand is P1 on standards. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand is second on standards. Yamashita 40 is P3 on standards driving a Datsun 510. YH8 Racing is P4 on standards driving a Mazda RX-3. Race start. Yamashita 40 in Castrol Edge is second. Jonathan Rosser is P2. Todd is third. Jonathan Rosser is P2. Todd is P3. Jonathan Rosser is third battling Todd. Jonathan Rosser is now second. Todd in WA1/4 RTH is fourth, 0.4 behind Chris Budd. Todd lost fourth to MMR333. MMR333 from Canada in Rent on lap 2 is P4 on standards, 0.6 behind Chris Budd. Jonathan Rosser is P2, 1.1 behind Yamashita 40. Chris Budd from New Zealand is P3 on standards, 1.0 behind Jonathan Rosser. MMR333 is P4, 0.1 behind Chris Budd. MMR333 passed Chris Budd for third. Chris Budd in Rent is P4, 0.5 behind MMR333. Jonathan Rosser is second on standards, 1.2 behind Yamashita 40. Chris Budd is P5 on standards battling YH8 Racing. Jonathan Rosser is second, 1.3 behind Yamashita 40. Chris Butt in Rint on lap 4 is P5, 0.6 behind YH8 Racing. Jonathan Rosser is second, 1.6 behind Yamashita 40. Chris Butt on lap 5 is fifth, 1.1 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Rint is P3. Best lap is a 1:04.690. 0.271 off the fastest lap. Chris Butt is P5, 1.6 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is third, 0.9 behind Jonathan Rosser. Chris Butt on lap 6 is fifth, 2.1 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is P3, 1.5 behind Jonathan Rosser. Chris Butt in Castrol Edge is P5, 1.9 behind YH8 Racing. Jonathan Rosser is P2, 1.7 behind Yamashita 40. Chris Butt in Rint is fifth, 1.1 behind YH8 Racing. Jonathan Rosser is P2, 0.5 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser was 3.5 faster last lap. Jonathan Rosser passed Yamashita 40 for P1. Yamashita 40 is second. Best lap is a 1:03.957. Chris Butt is P5, 1.4 behind YH8 Racing. Yamashita 40 is P2 on standards, 0.4 behind Jonathan Rosser. YH8 Racing in Castrol Edge is P4. Best lap is a 1:04.790. 0.833 off the fastest lap. Yamashita 40 in WA1/4 RTH is second on standards, 0.3 behind Jonathan Rosser. YH8 Racing is fourth, 1.2 behind MMR 333. Yamashita 40 is second, 0.3 behind Jonathan Rosser. YH8 Racing in Castrol Edge is P4 on standards, 0.7 behind MMR 333. YH8 Racing is now third. Jonathan Rosser is fourth, 0.4 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Butt is P5, 1.4 behind Jonathan Rosser. Jonathan Rosser is fourth, 0.2 behind YH8 Racing. Jonathan Rosser passed YH8 Racing for P3. YH8 Racing in Castrol Edge is fourth, 0.3 behind Jonathan Rosser. YH8 Racing passed Jonathan Rosser for P3. Chris Butt is fifth, 0.4 behind Jonathan Rosser. MMR 333 in Rint on lap 11 is second, 1.3 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser is P4, 2.2 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is second, 1.8 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser is P4, 1.5 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is P2, 1.2 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser in Castrol Edge is P4, 1.5 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is second, 1.2 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser is P4 on standards, 2.0 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is second, 1.2 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser is fourth, 1.9 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Rent is second, 0.5 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser is fourth on standards, 1.3 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 on lap 15 is second, 0.2 behind Yamashita 40. MMR 333 was 0.9 faster last lap. Jonathan Rosser in WA14 RTH is fourth, 1.0 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is second, 0.5 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand is fourth, 0.2 behind YH8 Racing. Jonathan Rosser passed YH8 Racing for P3. YH8 Racing is P4 driving at RX3, 0.1 behind Jonathan Rosser. MMR 333 is P2, 1.2 behind Yamashita 40. YH8 Racing in Rent is fourth, 0.5 behind Jonathan Rosser. MMR 333 in Castrol Edge is second, 1.1 behind Yamashita 40. YH8 Racing is fourth driving a Mazda RX-3 battling Jonathan Rosser. YH8 Racing passed Jonathan Rosser for P3. Jonathan Rosser is fourth. Best lap is a 1:04.330. 0.373 off the fastest lap. MMR 333 in Red Bull Mobile is P2. Best lap is a 1:04.254. 0.297 off the fastest lap. YH8 Racing is fourth driving at RX3, 0.1 behind Jonathan Rosser. MMR 333 is P2. YH8 Racing in WA14 RTH is P4 driving a Mazda RX-3, 0.5 behind Jonathan Rosser. MMR 333 from Canada in Red Bull Mobile is P2, 0.6 behind Yamashita 40. YH8 Racing in Red Bull Mobile on lap 18 is P4, 1.0 behind Jonathan Rosser. MMR 333 is second, 0.7 behind Yamashita 40. YH8 Racing is P4, 0.8 behind Jonathan Rosser. MMR 333 in Rent is second, 0.8 behind Yamashita 40. YH8 Racing in Red Bull Mobile is fourth. Best lap is a 1:04.656. 0.699 off the fastest lap. MMR 333 from Canada is second, 1.5 behind Yamashita 40. The leader has just finished the race. Yamashita 40 finished P1. MMR 333 finished P2. Jonathan Rosser finished P3. YH8 Racing finished P4. Todd finished P5. Chris Butt finished 6th. Broadcast bot is P7. Announcer bot is active. MMR333 from Canada is second. Five minutes remaining in the session. Chris Butt from New Zealand is P1 on mediums. MMR333 is second on mediums. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand is second on mediums. Yamashita 40 in WA 1/4 RTH is P5 on mediums. Chris Butt in Red Bull Mobile is P3. Jonathan Rosser is P3. Best lap is a 2:28.848. YH8 Racing is P5 on mediums. Jonathan Rosser is third. YH8 Racing is second on mediums. Best lap is a 0:58.719. Crispa is P6. Jonathan Rosser is 4th. Crispa is P1 on mediums. Best lap is a 0:57.635. Yamashita 40 is P2. Best lap is a 0:58.706. Jonathan Rosser is 2nd. Best lap is a 0:57.935. Crispa is P1 on mediums. Yamashita 40 is 3rd. Todd from New Zealand in Castrol Edge is P6 on mediums. Yamashita 40 is P3. Todd is 6th. Broadcast bot is 20th on mediums. The race session is at Red Bull Ring SA1/4 Schleife National Circuit in Spielberg, Austria. The wind speed is 2 km/h from the northeast. Crispa is 1st. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand is P2 on mediums. Yamashita 40 is P3 on mediums. Race start. Crispa from New Zealand in Castrol Edge is 2nd on mediums. Yamashita 40 is 3rd. Crispa is 2nd. Crispa passed Jonathan Rosser for P1. Yamashita 40 is P3. YH8 Racing is 4th on mediums, 0.5 behind Yamashita 40. Jonathan Rosser is 2nd on mediums, 0.8 behind Chris Butt. MMR 333 from Canada in Rent is P4 on mediums, 0.6 ahead of Todd. Chris Butt is 2nd, 0.5 behind Jonathan Rosser. Jonathan Rosser is 2nd, 0.4 behind Chris Butt. Jonathan Rosser is now 1st. MMR 333 is P6. Best lap is a 0:57.364. 1.620 off the fastest lap. MMR 333 is now 3rd. Yamashita 40 is P4, 0.3 behind MMR 333. Yamashita 40 lost 4th to Chris Butt. Chris Butt is 4th. Best lap is a 0:57.253. 1.509 off the fastest lap. Yamashita 40 in WA14 RTH is P5, 1.0 behind Chris Butt. YH8 Racing is P5 on mediums, 0.6 behind Chris Butt. YH8 Racing passed Chris Butt for 4th. YH8 Racing lost P4 to Chris Butt. Todd from New Zealand in Castrol Edge is P2 on mediums. Best lap is a 0:56.575. 0.831 off the fastest lap. YH8 Racing is P5, 0.1 behind Chris Butt. YH8 Racing is now 4th. The leader has just finished the race. Jonathan Rosser finished P1. Todd finished P2. MMR 333 finished 3rd. Yamashita 40 finished P4. YH8 Racing finished P5. Chris Butt finished 6th. The race session is at Red Bull Ring SA1/4 Schleife National Circuit in Spielberg, Austria. The wind speed is 2 km/h from the northeast. Chris Butt from New Zealand is first on mediums. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand is P2 on mediums. Race start. Yamashita 40 in Castrol edges P3 on mediums. Jonathan Rosser in WA1/4 RTH is second. MMR 333 from Canada is P5 on mediums. MMR 333 is now P3. Chris Butt is third. YH8 Racing exiting pits on mediums. YH8 Racing is sixth. Jonathan Rosser is P4, 1.0 behind Chris Butt. Chris Butt is third. Best lap is a 1:06.412. 2.856 off the fastest lap. Chris Butt lost third to Jonathan Rosser. Todd from New Zealand is fifth on mediums, 1.0 behind Chris Butt. Jonathan Rosser is P3, 1.3 behind MMR 333. Todd in Rent is P5. Best lap is a 0:56.200. 0.296 off the fastest lap. Jonathan Rosser on lap 4 is P3, 1.2 behind MMR 333. Jonathan Rosser was 1.3 faster last lap. Todd in WA1/4 RTH is P5, 1.6 behind Chris Butt. MMR 333 is P2, 1.2 behind Yamashita 40. Todd in Castrol edges fifth on mediums, 0.9 behind Chris Butt. Yamashita 40 is P2, 0.4 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 was 1.2 faster last lap. The leader has just finished the race. Jonathan Rosser finished first. Chris Butt finished P2. Todd finished P3. MMR 333 finished P4. Yamashita 40 finished P5. YH8 Racing finished P6. The race session is at Red Bull Ring SA 1/4 Schleife National Circuit in Spielberg, Austria. The wind speed is 2 km/h from the northeast. Chris Butt is first. Yamashita 40 is P2 on mediums. YH8 Racing is P3 on mediums. Race start. YH8 Racing lost P3 to MMR 333. Yamashita 40 in Castrol Edge is third. Yamashita 40 is now third. YH8 Racing is fourth. MMR 333 from Canada is fourth on mediums. Yamashita 40 in Rent is fourth. Todd exiting pits on mediums. YH8 Racing is P2, 5.0 behind Chris Butt. Yamashita 40 in WA 1/4 RTH is fourth, 1.7 behind Todd. YH8 Racing is second. Yamashita 40 in Castrol Edge is P3. YH8 Racing in Rent is second, 4.5 behind Chris Butt. Todd from New Zealand is P4 on mediums. YH8 Racing in WA 1/4 RTH on lap 4 is P2. Todd is P4. YH8 Racing in Castrol Edge is second. Yamashita 40 is third. Best lap is a 0:56.052. 1.042 off the fastest lap. The leader has just finished the race. Chris Butt from New Zealand finished P1. YH8 Racing finished second. MMR 333 finished P5. Todd finished third. Yamashita 40 finished P4. The race session is at Red Bull Ring SA 1/4 Schleife National Circuit in Spielberg, Austria. The wind speed is 2 km/h from the northeast. Chris Butt from New Zealand is P1 on mediums. Yamashita 40 is second on mediums. Race start. MMR 333 from Canada in Castrol Edge is P5 on mediums. Todd from New Zealand is third on mediums. Yamashita 40 is second. Todd in Red Bull Mobile is third. Chris Butt in Castrol edges P2. Best lap is a 1:05.609. MMR 333 is 5th, 4.2 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 passed Chris Butt for 3rd. YH8 Racing in WA1/4 RTH is 4th on mediums, 0.5 behind Chris Butt. MMR 333 is 5th. YH8 Racing is 4th, 0.9 behind Chris Butt. YH8 Racing passed Chris Butt for P3. YH8 Racing lost 3rd to Chris Butt. Chris Butt in Castrol edges P5, 1.0 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 in WA1/4 RTH is P3, 0.8 behind YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing was 2.1 faster last lap. Todd is 4th, 0.4 behind MMR 333. Todd was 7.3 faster last lap. Todd passed MMR 333 for 3rd. YH8 Racing is 2nd, 1.6 ahead of Todd. Todd from New Zealand is 2nd, 0.5 behind Yamashita 40. Todd was 1.8 faster last lap. Yamashita 40 is P2. Best lap is a 1:03.096. YH8 Racing is P3, 1.0 behind Yamashita 40. Todd in Rent is 4th. Best lap is a 1:05.849. 2.753 off the fastest lap. Todd passed YH8 Racing for P3. Yamashita 40 entering the pits is 3rd. Todd is now 1st. YH8 Racing is P2. Yamashita 40 in Castrol edges P3 battling YH8 Racing. Yamashita 40 lost 3rd to Chris Butt. Yamashita 40 entering the pits is 5th. The leader has just finished the race. Todd finished P1. YH8 Racing is 4th.